How we doing, gang? I hope you're all well. I hope everyone's having a good time. Yeah, I was just catching up on a few things here. I'm wondering if Apollo will be allowing Rhonda onto Alive and any of Decker's so-called victims or what have you. Will he be giving them a platform without any proof? I just wondered. Or is he too busy posting about Brett May every day? He can only mention me because he knows I'm hot gossip, yeah? And he knows he'll get views. But it's quite obvious him and Decker are good pals. He won't have a bad word said about him. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But another great thing. Fair play to the Joyces. Big shout out to Paul Joyce, respect, bro, and the Joyce family for what they've done. The fair men, and all they've done is just said, yeah, fair dues. We'll watch you have a fair play, Decker. Not a problem. You'll get the height of fair play with them boys. You know what I mean? But we want to see your paperwork. And now.
Yeah, Dean, can you read that one there, Dean? Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what you got to remember? Because this is what I kind of got to the public, the general public. It was about the fight. We didn't come into the fight demanding the fight. We come demanding paperwork to prove he wasn't a nonce. That's where it stemmed from. So all I was doing is I was just bluffing him and bluffing him and bluffing him and bluffing him and just make him choke. The fight was always going to happen. But at the end of the day, what you got to remember is this fight didn't come through a general argument. It come because he was a partner of ours. He had the allegations against him. We asked him to produce the paperwork. He went missing. So all I was doing, I knew he couldn't produce all that. I knew he couldn't produce it, but I was just meant. Listen, what you got to remember is I'm fighting a guy that's 3.5, 4, maybe 5 stone heavier than him. I'm going to do whatever I can mentally to get to him before I go into a bare knuckle fight with him. Do you understand what I mean? The fight is always going to happen. I've got to do everything. I've given everything his way. Location, fair play, man. Everything he wanted, he went his way. So the one thing I had to do was mentally break him down, which I mentally done that. I destroyed him up until it was meant to be the day of the fight, and then the deciders law was meant to come out after the fight. It's come out before the fight. Not my problem. I had no control over that.
Now, moving on. I was listening. I had it turned up and I was sorting supper for the girls in there. And I was listening to Dean Lynch Ward on his live. And I heard Dean Lynch Ward say, my ears just picked up when I heard Dean Lynch Ward say that he had an amateur record of 67 amateur fights and 64 wins. Wow. Now, my ears certainly picked up at that point because as a former two-time ABA quarter-finalist, 2 seasons running, and a Northwest Counties champion in the amateurs, I found that difficult to believe because I've boxed some good kids. I have boxed some good kids in the amateurs, kids who went on to be good pros. The best kid I ever shared a ring with was a lad called Joe Selkirk, a Scouser. He boxed out of Rotunda, and he was the bogey man in that division. You know, and he stopped me getting any further in the championships because he was levels above us, and the referee stopped the fights because he smashed us to bits. Levels above me. Now, I wasn't the best amateur, but I was a reasonable amateur. I operated at a good level. But even Joe Selkirk didn't have a record like that. Now, if you had gathered that much momentum where you'd had 67 fights and you'd only lost 3, you would undoubtedly be an England representative. You would have certainly snatched up multiple national titles. You know, so I'm not calling bullshit and I'm not starting beef. This is me with an opinion. You know, someone who's got a bit of knowledge in the game. This is my opinion.
You know what'll happen to you. Trust me, mate, you know what'll happen to you, little man. I'll snap your chin, brother. Snap your chin. You could try, you could do anything you want. I could walk through 30, 40 of your punches just to land one of mine. And it'd be over. Game over. So listen, you've just made yourself look like a sausage. But it's okay though. I understand you're scared, yeah? So I'm going to let you do a lap round London. And you can chuck anyone you want for you to stand in for you, mate. And I'll accept, happily. So I am the true man. Have a good day, pal. Door's always open as well if you want to jump on one of my warm-up fights when I get back off holiday. If you find a bit of bottle, or if you know anyone will go. Let me know. Simple. Just don't put a video on, bro. Again, embarrass yourself. Can you please get down to 13.5 stone? They weigh 13.5 stone, bro. You know what I mean? How am I supposed to get to 13.5 stone? Look at me, bro. 19 clam. So listen, have a good day and sit back and watch the show, guys. Let's see if Mr. Decker produces this to Paul Joyce. If he don't produce it, fair to say he's going to be in trouble. I think so anyway, but that's between them and the general public now. It is what it is. As the expression goes, the cat's out the bag. Have a good day. Stay blessed, everybody.